PSA, but Peter Thiel is an existential threat to humanity, and we all must disarm this lizard before he wipes us all out. I mean, just yesterday, this man called out the Pope, called him a Chinese communist agent. The Antichrist himself is calling out the Pope to a 1v1. We must stop him. Peter Thiel only barked that out loud because the Vatican declared that a global AI development must be effectively disarmed and subjected to strict international regulation. Thiel barked out, "This directive inadvertently serves Beijing." He noted that while American citizens might heed the Vatican's moral guidance, Chinese leadership will ignore the framework entirely. The Pope is certified in my streets. For the most part, this Pope is dark woke. We got a dark woke Pope, y'all. He said, "I don't need the Pope mobile. The fuck? Give it to the lizard. I'm good." This right now, these billionaires, especially these tech oligarchs, they are the epitome of how the ultra rich are depraved and immoral. They aren't pro-human. You know, they even want to create their own privatized cities. But this is Peter Thiel who we're talking about. This is the same man who hates humanity.
Or do you think it's just hype? Do you think people are trying to raise money by pretending that we're going to build a machine god, right? Is it hype? Is it delusion? Is it something you worry about? I think you would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would
This is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many.
Growing up, my idol was Kobe Bryant. Other people's idols are like, Lionel Messi, Al Gore, I don't know. But this motherfucker's idol is the Antichrist. This man is doing a documentary on the frickin' Antichrist, and people out there are worshiping this man. Anyways, in this video, we're going to talk about Peter Thiel. Just a quick little video on the lizard. For the most part, this channel is based on, the Rogan Sphere, the Red Pill. But I got to start honing in on these tech oligarchs because they are just as dangerous, if not the most dangerous people on this planet right now. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. So here's a clip that I wanted to show you guys.
About a once fringe movement among the tech elite that aims to replace governments entirely with corporations. Privatized societies run by CEOs, built for profit, not for people. Almost like they wanted their own little worlds, playlands, built just for them based on their desires. I eventually pulled away from the story because it seemed a little more silly than anything to be concerned about. But then I realized they might already be getting their way. Just look at Doge and Palantir replacing or breaking the basics of the government. The plans for a futuristic, privatized new Gaza. AI infrastructure growth that seems immune to public opinion, and invasions of countries seemingly at random.
A new power structure in society that will overcome the existing democratic power structures. When billionaires suddenly have a tremendous amount of power and democracy has been proven to be exceedingly vulnerable.
A startup society, a pro-corporate, anti-government coalition for all these tech oligarchs. And you know what? I'm making a prediction right now. Joe Rogan will move into one of these privatized cities. He's going to go from Austin, Texas, all the way to one of these cities. He's going to record his pod there. He's going to be like, yeah, man, democracy, for chuds, yeah, man. And all of this right here, this is all backed by Elon Musk, Peter Thiel. These projects are aiming to bypass traditional regulations, taxes, and democratic processes. And Rogan promotes this on his state propaganda show. And this article was dropped late last year, basically stating tech billionaires are starting private cities to escape the United States. And it goes on to state here, as the Financial Times notes in new reporting on the phenomenon, the movement is indeed growing. What once was the stuff of dystopian fiction like the BioShock franchise is now the task of some 120 startup societies throughout the entire world, each scrambling to erect specially built cities to court billionaires who feel maligned by organized society. Oh, these little poor billionaires.
There's a long history of people seeking to escape democratic societies or else to bring back monarchy or authoritarianism. In 1997, there was a book that came out called The Sovereign Individual. It argued that in the 21st century, two technologies would result basically in the overthrow of democracy and the demise of nations like the United States. Cyber currency, which we would call crypto today, And the other one was advanced automation that would create a world without jobs. And that wealthy individuals who were savvy investors could profit from this coming doom and prepare for it by making the right investments. This book had a major impact on Peter Thiel.
We already had Doge and Palantir becoming the operating system of the United States, with a stated goal of being more powerful than the governments using it.
What's happening now, though, is that the companies are becoming more powerful than the governments they serve. We suddenly have all these billionaire oligarchs spending so much money, they were able to actually capture the federal government with Trump. So it's this interesting moment now where we're getting a glimpse of what government by technology company would look like. I could not have envisioned that J.D. Vance, a Peter Thiel protege, would be the vice president of the United States. And so when Vance got onto the ticket, then it became real that this stuff could travel to the White House.
So people are profiting from impending doom. Their puppets are hard at work. Besides the big toe, you got JD Vance right there. And again, going back to Joe Rogan, I hate that I'm bringing him into this, but we all know that, he's intertwined with Peter Thiel. He's literally like the only sentient being in the States who actually roots for Peter Thiel and Elon Musk, mind you. But in his state propaganda show, all Rogan does is brainwash millions of young, undeveloped minds, and it's all a part of the plan. He has been promised a little townhouse in one of these privatized cities. I'm just FYI.
These are people who don't like being told no. They're angry at the pushback against data centers, that we don't want AI to take over everything, that no one supports annihilating a civilization to replace it with one they can profit from.
People need to understand that the billionaires have become radicalized against democracy, and they're in the process of using everything they have to try to destroy it. And that's the battle of our moment. That's the battle of our time.
It's not too late to push back. Public response to data centers works. Many of the governance as a service startups are starting their work in towns and states, where you can still have a voice to stop them. The billionaire class wants to turn your home into their playland, completely change how everything is run, to funnel more wealth to themselves, create chaos, and then when everything is all fucked up, walk away with their winnings to their own private enclaves, all under the guise of fixing a broken government. A government that they broke. And yeah, sure, the government is broken, but it's not because of democracy or lack of corporate privatization. It's because of corporate power. We need more democracy and less corporate control.
These billionaires are ruining our society. And I feel like the admin right now, the current admin, is accelerating and expanding the tech oligarchs' powers. I feel like for the most part, we're starting to finally catch on. But, all this right versus left, Republican versus Democrats, it's all bullshit. It's all a part of the plan. They're trying to divide us and distract us from what's really going on behind the scenes. In Palantir, it's essentially like a blackmail network. Its software basically enables governments and large organizations to collect, integrate, and analyze vast amounts of data. You've already seen it being used in wars, at Gaza, and even in this Iran war as well. All of this right now is raising concerns all across the country, across the world, to be honest, about privacy and surveillance and civil liberties. It makes it easier for the government to freaking monitor us, potentially increasing the risk of government overreach. And they go ahead and wrap it in this is for your protection. Oh, this is for the intelligence to, help you in your standard lives. They try to frame it as, it's only for warfare or for border security. We're all going to get like a freaking social credit score for this quote unquote predictive policing. And to be honest with you, when I made this channel, because I've talked some shit about Peter Thiel, I'm going to start doing it more often. I kind of feel like I'm willingly putting myself on the Palantir list. I know these mofos are watching right now. It is what it is. I'd rather be on the Palantir list, to be honest, than an Epstein list. Look at Elon and Peter Thiel. And side note, being on a Palantir list, that's kind of badass. It kind of is, you know what I mean? I'll put that on my Bumble account. I'm on the Palantir list. Anyways, these tech oligarchs, I just wanted to state this there. The way they're trying to reshape society and, it just comes across extremely troubling and very ominous. The fact that a small number of people, just a small number, are over here trying to, exert control over digital infrastructure, public discourse, artificial intelligence, personal data, and mind you, often, if not all the time, with limited democratic oversight, Come on now. Like, this right here is the biggest thing right now that's going to freaking be the end of us. And we see all these new AI data centers being built, in Louisiana, in Utah, This is just the beginning. They're trying to tear apart communities because that to me is our biggest weapon. In times like these, when they're trying to divide us and they're trying to make no communities, us forming one big community and arming ourselves with, information and ways to push back, that right there is their biggest worry. They don't want us to arm together. That's why you see all this culture war slop being, shoved down our throats on a daily basis. Oh, trans people. Oh, immigrants. Oh, women, when in reality, it's motherfuckers like Elon Musk and Peter Thiel. I'm tossing in the big toe. All of them. They are your enemy. But yeah, man, just a quick little video on this. I mainly made this video because Peter Thiel calling the Pope a Chinese communist agent actually made me laugh. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I had no video topic for today. Might as well just cover this real quick. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know too if you're also on the Palantir list. I'm pretty sure, maybe perhaps if you're watching this video, you probably are. Let's both be on a Palantir list together, damn it. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Till next video, peace, y'all.